Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry. Today I'm going to show you how to breed chickens so that you can use them to do things like baking with their eggs, farming feathers by killing them, or just using them as a cheap food source because they breed relatively quickly because they're always spitting out eggs, and they don't take up very much space, although they are kind of loud if you have a bajillion of them in a pit somewhere. So I recommend keeping your chicken building a little bit further away from your house so it doesn't become annoying. So chickens you can breed once you've got a hold of them with wheat seeds, pumpkin seeds, melon seeds, or beetroot seeds. Any of the primary farmable seeds they'll eat. And then if you feed them once, they'll just go ahead and breed, and then they'll spit out a little baby chicken. And that's one guaranteed way to start producing chickens. There was a period of time where they would just spit out yet another egg. But that's not as efficient because eggs only have a chance when you throw them in order to spit out a baby chicken. And they'll just randomly produce eggs no matter if they're in captivity or if they're wandering around in the wild. And if you throw the eggs, which is what I'm doing right now, it can damage the chickens, so be careful. It'll also occasionally spawn a baby chicken. And that's like one of the ways that I like to gather up chickens. I'll just go out and find wild chickens and gather up their eggs. And after not too long, you'll quickly accumulate enough eggs to produce some chickens, and then you can just start feeding them your leftover seeds from gardening from there. And it becomes a relatively easy process to build up a massive cage filled with nothing but chickens. And like I was saying, you can slaughter them, and they'll drop feathers, and then they'll also drop their meat, which is always good for cooking with. It's a really great early game staple. And then feathers are needed for things like making arrows if you really like having a bow on hand. Yeah, so chickens, they'll spawn pretty much anywhere there's grass and enough light, which is nearly every biome. They'll even spawn in some of the more wintry biomes, although not as in great in numbers. And then you can round them up. They'll follow you if you've got seeds in your hand. And then you can put them all in a pen together and then start breeding them to produce even more chicks. They have an even a lower cooldown than, say, like a sheep or a cow, which takes several minutes. These guys, a few seconds is all they need, and then they're ready to bang again. So that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry. This has been a brief look at how to farm chickens, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.